Well, on we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Hopewell, Virginia. Our following contest will be one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the GXW World Television Championship. Introducing first, he is weighing in at 245 pounds. From Memphis, by God, Tennessee, he's better than you. He's Mark Bravura.
During the few moments that we have left, I want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
Mark Bravura, the Ground Zero Wrestling Television Champion, about to come into the ring. But tonight, he's going to have his hands full as he's dealing with a man who wants a measure of revenge for sending him to jail. It's our GXW Television Champion. That's right, I'm better than you, Mark Bravura. Very proudly carrying around that television championship. When I say proud, I don't just mean he's glad he's champion, that he's just proud he's champion. I mean the sinful kind of pride and boastful glee that can only be accomplished by a man known as better than you, Mark Bravura, can do. Of course, conspicuous in her absence is the one and only Valkyrie, unable to be here this evening. But not like Bravura cared much for it anyway. And we'll talk the truth. He left her out there last month as Malicious ran him off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official for this contest, not to slight him, Mr. Bobby Holler, who will have...
Bravura better be very, very careful here tonight.
The champ's opponent, hailing from parts unknown, standing 7 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 498 3/4 pounds, the human demolition machine. I give you Malicious.
And it's time for Malicious to get himself a piece of Mark Bravura, and very possibly the gold belt that Mark Bravura is so cherishing right now. Bravura had better be afraid, because when a man who stands over 7 feet tall is aiming for you, you better find the smallest, tiniest corner to hide in, because this guy will find you and rip out your throat. Bravura made sure that Malicious went to jail, but Malicious jumped parole and went after Mark Bravura back in June here in Mofo, Virginia. But now it's all over. No more words need to be shared. It's going to be one-on-one between Malicious and Mark Bravura. The crowd here in Hopewell is near silent because they know how important this moment is. They know that this is a very auspicious occasion for Malicious to get himself a measure of revenge against Mark Bravura. The months he spent in jail, the running from the police after he jumped parole, You know, I don't even think it's about that title belt. It's not about that television title. And that's right, Mark Rivera. You better get ready to kiss that title goodbye. Because when you walk out of here, you might not have a hand left to carry it out with. You might not have half your jaw. You might not have your right ear if you're not careful. Because that man, that 7-foot monster Malicious, will take it from you. He'll cut it from you. He'll run it away. He'll take it to Mexico. You'll never see it again. Mark Rivera, this could be the last time we ever see you again if Malicious has his way with you here tonight. You better be on top of your game like nobody's business, because that man right there will take it to you and tear you apart. Referee Bobby, I do not envy your assignment here tonight, as you have to stand not even between these two guys, but in the path of Malicious. Bavard looks like he's getting ready to, holding on for dear life. He's just bearing down and getting ready. Ref just checking over Malicious as Malicious just towers over him. Bobby better be careful. Mark Rivera trying to keep the crowd in control. He needs to stay focused, and he's right. He does need to stay focused.
I will be glad when Valkyrie returns to Mark Bravura's side. I will not have to provide clothier and tailoring for Mr. Bravura after that. He could have given me all at once, Phenom, but let me tell you, Malicious came into this ring tonight without saying a word. He climbed into the ring. You said earlier, I heard you, Phil, the title belt not being on the mind of Malicious, but I tend to disagree with that. Sure, he wants to, basically, all of the months in jail he spent, he wants revenge for that, but he could get that title belt as a little added cherry on top, a little added extra bonus.
They saw Bavard just trying to, gleefully doing some jumping jacks there in a show of, haha, I don't mind, I don't care, but look at the look in his face. Look at himself as he backs up into that corner. It's like a 5-year-old watching out as his dad comes towards him with that big old leather strap, knowing he's about to get his head knocked off. Mark Bavara, despite the little mind games, he has to be thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be lucky to make it out alive.
Bravura, obviously these are mind games he's playing with the big man right now. Malicious, not in the mood for it, however. Look at this. He is just stalking his prey, walking forward. And here we go. Finally, the two competitors meet in the center of the ring. And Malicious finally getting his hands on Bravura. Month after month, it has culminated to this, and an eye rake now by Bravura.
Wait a minute. Obviously, no matter how big you are, going after the eyes, but it doesn't matter. But Bavara tried to capitalize on it again. Mark Bavara needs to rethink his game plan if he thinks he can just do that to Malicious. And Malicious is not a small man. What is Bavara thinking?
It was like running into a cast iron potbelly stove. A big slam now by the 7'2", 498, almost 500-pound Malicious as he backs into the corner, waiting for Bravura to get himself up out of that heat. The lower back must be in excruciating pain now as Malicious stalks forward, marching toward Bravura and trying to choke him out. A big, big fist and a big chop now from Malicious.
Bravura is just reeling against the ropes. Malicious sends him off. Off comes Bravura, caught by Malicious. And look at the pressure being applied by that Baron Bravura, grabbing the referee and yelling in his face.
Phenom, let me tell you something. I'm glad, Mr. Bravura, I'm glad the champ got those jumping jacks out of the way early. It may help him with his cardio, but I'll tell you right now, it ain't going to help his lumbar region much, as Malicious now going back to work with those big vice-like arms. This man he truly may kill Mark Bravura in this matchup. Forget the title.
Look at the pressure and the leverage that Malicious is putting on Mark Bravura's back. Wait a minute, Bravura biting the face of Malicious.
He actually bit Malicious. Now, we've never seen that done before. Bravura has pulled every single trick out of the dirty trick book there is. I've never seen him go to this one before, though. Here we go. Oh, look at this now, trying to put Malicious's head over that top rope like a guillotine, trying to choke him out. I don't know how Bravura could have possibly thought Malicious would not be ready for this matchup. What a foot to the mush now.
I mean, I hate to say it, but when you're in the position that Mark Bravura is in, you might just have to dig deep in that dirty trick bag. I mean, this is a guy who stands over 7 feet tall. Oh, they're coming in. Oh, huge clothesline. Send him over that top rope.
That is like being in a convertible and running into a tree limb at 60 miles an hour. Just cast to the outside of the ring. These fans are truly mesmerized by the just machine-like precision at which Malicious is taking apart the champ now. A very proud, boastful champion, as you said, Phil. I heard you earlier here on the broadcast. Pain and suffering, ladies and gentlemen, is no less what we'll see in this matchup. Look, Bravura, he's checking to make sure his eyeballs are still in his head.
Well, Bravura has to worry a lot more than that. Like I said, he might walk out without body parts right now as Malicious try to take out his hands, trying to crush those fingers, and now those clubbing blows to the back. And when I say clubbing, I mean, again, that's from a guy who stands over 7 feet tall. Imagine the impact from the leverage of just his simple height and just dropping Mark Bravura.
Really like a tree limb landing on his back every time he took a big club there from Malicious. Of course, Bravura, I don't really think he knows where he is right now, Phenom. I don't think he even knows he's in Hopewell, Virginia, or Hopewell, Denmark, for that much, as Bobby Tyler now trying to get Malicious off of his opponent. And there's a 2 and a 3rd. Now, please, Malicious, don't lose this way. Son, I understand you've got big revenge to pay to the champ now, of course, smacking him against the head. Malicious is playing with him now, Phenom. Just playing with him, toying with him. And the referee's outside.
Referee knocked off inadvertently by Malicious as he backed up Mark Bravura up against Roche. Wait a minute, Bravura, I think he has a chain. I think he has had a chain in his boots, and now trying to choke out Malicious. He has that chain wrapped around his throat. Malicious trying to get his hand in there, trying to create some space.
Apparently, it doesn't matter about the dog in the fight. It matters if the dog in the fight has a chain in his boot. Look at this now. Tyler making his way back up to the apron, and Bravura going to work now. I cannot believe. I know a very young referee, but I cannot believe he didn't see that chain. And again, he is knocked off the ring apron. Ref Bobby he has gotten his money's worth here tonight. Let's hope they pay the man at the end of the night. But look at here now, Bravura going back. Look, wait a minute. He just grabbed that chair from outside the ring. No, he's not going. Oh, my God. The lower back of Malicious, Phenom.
Just tearing, no, the side of the chair. Going right to the arm, the back, the side of Malicious. Just trying to tear him apart. Trying to absolutely disassemble the 7-foot monster. Malicious. Torn apart by Mark Bravura, the referee, trying to make it back in the ring. 1, 2, no!
Oh my goodness, look at the look of disdain, the look of absolute utter surprise. Bravura was thrown almost over the top rope from the ring position. Now he's climbing this turnbuckle. This could just absolutely spell his demise. Of course, very luckily landing a double axe handle there to the forehead of Malicious and going to work on that knee.
Bravura. You know what? I thought Malicious was going to tear him off a piece of Bravura, but Bravura knew what the stakes were and is now, he's gone beyond trying to pull out every dirty trick in the book. He wants to make sure that he meets Malicious with equal force and takes him home apart of the 7-foot monster.
That chain from earlier, Phenom, apparently has become the equalizer in this matchup. I don't think Malicious has had his win since. And, of course, the chair, no less. I have never seen, I think there has never been not one instance that I remember Malicious. This is just surreal. He is flat on his back in the middle of a ground zero ring. Unprecedented, Phenom. Unprecedented indeed.
Bavura just choking away. What's he setting up for here? Coming off the ropes is Mark Bavura. Oh! Oh, Bavura! Just dropped Mark Bavura right in the face. Mark Bavura just dropped right at Malicious right in the face.
Let me tell you something now. Apparently, Bavura got a little bit of a taste of something there himself as Malicious tried to block that big elbow being dropped. And now big boots being delivered by Bavura right into the chest, neck, and head of Malicious. Now, I tell you what, Bavura needs right now to capitalize. Time is of the essence now. Malicious is certainly wounded. He is hurt. He is winded. And he is, prime for the picking.
Oh, just disgraceful. Disrespectful. Mark Bavura rubbing his chin right in his face. Wait a minute. Bavura trying to club down Malicious. Malicious not moving.
I tell you, I think Malicious got a little angry there with the love loop for them. He might have got a head lice or two in there. Oh, my God! He actually took Malicious off his feet with that clothesline. Look at the just joy. It's Christmas Day, truly, for Mark Bavura. Look at the look on his face. A 10-year-old kid unwrapping that Lionel train.
Bavura has methodically taken apart Malicious and is doing it successfully. Malicious is having his backside handed to him right now and cannot form any kind of offense or defense. 1-2. Only able to keep him down for a 2. But Malicious is being taken apart by Mark Bavura. Just how dangerous is this man? And right now he's proving that he is better than Malicious.
I never thought I'd hear those words, Phenom, honestly. As Malicious, this is just, it has completely shattered my whole belief here. Malicious is just, Malicious is just, he is completely, a rag doll in the hands. Bavura is taking this match exactly where he wants to take it. Malicious is doing nothing at this point. That chain, the chair, all of the just, kitchen sink tactics that Bavura has thrown in Malicious' face. Wait a minute. Things might be looking up for Malicious now, Phenom.
Malicious limping over. Bavura, though, saw him coming. Being sent off the rope. Oh, caught with that clothesline, bringing him down. Oh, back elbow. Bavura being run ragged right now. Big boot.
We could have a new champ right here. We could certainly have a new champion, a new television champion in Malicious.
But is it enough? Is this Malicious' third win? Does he have it in him to capitalize on Mark Bavura? Will this be it? He's covered him. 1, 2. No.
Let me tell you, this man Bavura comes out here saying he's better than all of us, but I've got newfound respect for Bavura after falling out of what's seemingly from the height of a second-story window flat on his back. His attitude is the poorest. Believe me, for reasons like this, again, that chain being wrapped around the right fist of Bavura. He had this match in the bag. Without this, he doesn't need this, Phenom.
Malicious. Looks like he's getting ready, but wait a minute, he doesn't. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if he saw that chain or not, but he stopped him cold. Massive headbutt. Malicious saw it coming. Had his sights set on Mark Bavura. Oh no, this could be it. It could be Malicious intent. This could be that huge choke slam. Wait a minute. Setting him up. Oh, driving him down.
Let me tell you, if he was trying to drive Mark Bavura through the mat, he almost was successful at it. Look at Bavura. It's a wonder he's not bleeding, cut wide open, Phenom. I tell you, both men in this matchup have taken immeasurable punishment. Now, what is Bavura going after here at the table? Wait a minute. Looks like he's leaving Phenom.
Bravura took... Oh, wait a minute. Bravura, about to say Bravura is taking that title to the back. Just like he took that belt from Playboy Peter Spade, who is now running the back of the ring. Tell Mark Bravura he can't run anywhere.
Look at this. Look at Playboy Peter Spade. Maybe look at, oh my God. He just, what is going on? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Bravura swinging that title belt to Malicious. Malicious having a chance to take a look at it. Wait a minute. What is Bravura doing here? Nobody even touched him. The Phantom Punch.
Wait, Mark Bravura playing possum. Oh, come on.
Wait a minute. What are we seeing here? Bravura fell on his back. I mean, he took a flop like the Phantom Defense Drive.
By disqualification, my Aunt Fanny, for crying out loud. Mark Bravura walks away holding that GXW Television Championship. You know, I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve it. He showed...
GXW World Television Champion.